are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action, now it's Lance. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Yellow, go.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line can take a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Niners 7, Seahawks 0.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Thompson now, third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. Well, here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 0. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. second down. Here's Thompson. And Walker has it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Thompson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Well, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll think to block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Thompson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Thompson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. On first down, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there. Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third and long, Thompson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Thompson going play action here. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Thompson will look to the air on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And Samuel caught left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That good for 19 and a first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trying again on 2nd down. It's Thompson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Thompson on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, Thompson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. The perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Red, cycle.
Now a play fake. Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 134 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 30 yards. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, here's Thompson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score, Niners 42, Seahawks 28.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Thompson going to throw again on second down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Thompson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Thompson back to the air once more. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw, Thompson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 42 yards. And the Seahawks are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there from McCaffrey. 54 yards on the ground. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now we give right side McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready?
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. This is McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball.
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on